Last Friday, we get the news that Netflix is in exclusive talks to buy Warner Brothers Discovery's film and TV studios and their streaming assets for about $28 a share. Paramount Skydance offers their all-cash tender offer.
You're nice about it.
I'm tendering you an offer for, it's tender. You get a kiss on the neck from the CFO of the buying company. All right, everybody in line, and they come by and they give you a kiss or a lick if you taste good.
Damn, that offer was tender.
But it's called a hostile bid because what Paramount is doing is they are going around Warner Brothers board of directors, and they're going straight to the shareholders.
It's just so frustrating. They've taken these things we loved and destroyed them.
Because Ted Sarandos hates going to the movies and sitting in those grimy ass AMC seats. He's like, why do people like this? This is gross. I'd rather be at home in my literal mansion in my private movie theater, which everybody has and wants to do also.
Everyone is obviously making the joke of like, Ted Sarandos is right. I just watched Oppenheimer at home tonight, and it was a much better experience. Like I feel like I saw it the way it was meant to be seen.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Warner Brothers. Oh, you know what we should do?
Netflix presents Warner Brothers production.
A Paramount presentation.
Yeah.
Or distribution.
Distributed by
HBO Max.
Yeah.
HBO presents.
We took a buyout. We're sorry.
Yeah. We took a buyout for $500. And now we are under the Netflix umbrella.
We're gonna get to all the Netflix stuff. Welcome back to another riveting episode of the Ben and Emil Show. Check out the description if you want to see the credit card website. It's live and it's really kicking. And it's
you want to get a credit card, don't you?
You're gonna want to get in there. Check out the links for our own shows. You've got Ben's show, 3 thumbs up.
We changed the name to Cinnamon.
You changed the name?
Like cinema, but Cinnamon.
Why'd you change the name?
Because we liked Cinnamon better. Oh. Also, we have a new theme song, and it's if you like the theme song to this show, oh boy, you're in for a surprise. So the latest episode has that.
Don't check out 3 thumbs up because that doesn't exist anymore. It's cinnamon, not like the spice. No, it's not spelled like the spice.
Not spelled like the spice.
Wow, I'm shocked.
What about you?
Well, you can go check out. We're still called Last Chance to See. That is. But we're thinking about calling ourselves Cardamom. I don't know. I like to use the royal we.
The royal we. Oh, hey, by the way, folks, Q&A is coming up. We're gonna do a Q&A. I'm gonna start talking like Alex Karp, and I'm gonna do this a lot.
You guys might share an affliction.
He reminds me of Chris Farley in that one.
You both like cocaine.
What's that one SNL sketch where Chris Farley is... Oh, when he's playing Tom Arnold. Do you remember that?
No.
Anyway. So we're putting the phone number up on the bonus. Sign up at benandemilshow.com. Your first 7 days or something like that are free. Why not go enjoy yourself? Binge all of our boner episodes. Binge all of our boner episodes.
Binge all the boners. I also, before we get started, I'd be remiss to not warn people.
Don't be remiss.
I got absolutely smoked by a scam this morning.
You did? What happened? Wow.
Horrible morning.
How the tables have turned. What did you do?
I was trying to sell something online, and then Stripe is like, just like enter your details, whatever.
Yeah.
And literally like not paying that much attention, got an email being like, great news, your item is sold.
On eBay
all
or
that's
what?
left to do, on Depop. All that's left to do is to confirm your details. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. I've never sold on the platform before. Probably just got it, whatever. And then I was like, why is it fucking... This is a weird way to do it, but I was like, whatever. And I just like filled in my stuff because it looked so legit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then it asked for my PayPal, and I was like, I'm getting confused, but whatever. I'm like doing stuff while this is happening.
Uh-huh.
And then all of a sudden, I'm just getting PayPal notifications. I'm getting absolutely worked by some gamer, I guess. He was doing all kinds of Nintendo e-cards and
Oh, it's probably some 14-year-old.
dude, hundreds of dollars. This guy's killing me
Immediately.
Like he is on the move, and he said he was setting up recurring payments, and just every. I mean, you're so alone if something goes wrong. I mean,
what did you do?
Just trying to deal with AI.
Oh, brother.
To like just calling
PayPal support.
PayPal.
Yeah.
I'm an AI chatbot, and you're like,
I can understand full sentences.
The gamer's killing me.
And then it goes. I think you said you're getting you enter the wrong payment in. It's just, was it completely unhelpful?
I finally got someone on the line, but that's what scared me the most. I get this lady on the line, and she's like, look, we do our best, but with AI, supercomputing, all this tech stuff, I mean, it's tough out there. And I was like, lady, don't tell me that. Like, as soon as I get my money back, I'm getting off PayPal. Like,
yeah. What about Depop? So was he the buyer of your
Depop?
No,
he had nothing to. He completely fucked me. It's just a complete scam.
So
somehow I don't know exactly. It probably is some kind of like AI program where they're trolling for like new purchases or new listings or whatever.
Got it.
And then you blast out a verification email or whatever, and you go, because that's when it's the most. That's when I've always been the closest to getting tricked. Is I've shipped things abroad, and I have no idea how it happens, but it's like, I drop it off at the post office or wherever, and like within 3 days, I get an email being like, "There's a holdup with your with your international shipping," and I'm like, "This has got to be a scam," but like, I did just ship something, so it's like it's those kinds of things where you're like, "Oh shit, I do need to rectify this." They got my ass. They got
his ass.
I'm tied up. It's I'm canceling credit cards.
Well, you know whose credit card is about to get canceled? It's freaking HBO Max. Folks, if you want to know exactly what's going on with everything in the Netflix, Warner Brother, Discovery, Paramount, saga, we've got you absolutely covered.
I did forget my "If You See the Police" Warner Brother shirt, so
If You See the Police, Warner Brother. So we thought it would be a good place to start with a bit of a timeline of events, right?
I mean, I thought we missed this story, honestly, because it happened last week, and we were the news cycle is short, but
it is ongoing.
Things have heated up.
So let's start from the top, shall we? The tippy top. June 9th, 2025. A better time. We were young. We were hopeful. We had the whole world in front of us. The rest of the year was the summer solstice was perhaps right ahead. Warner Brothers Discovery announces that they're going to split up. They're going to have the streaming and studio side with the Warner Brothers, HBO Max, DC Games, and then they're going to have the Discovery Global side, which is just basically all the TV networks. And that's important because that structure is what enabled Netflix partly to make the offer only for the streaming and studio side and not the cable network. So they were like, okay,
they saw that part of it as a drag on their stock price.
Exactly.
The stock price is tanking, and they're like, we got to spin off Discovery and HGTV and CNN. It was a whole mess. Everyone remember they launched the CNN streaming only service?
Oh God, yeah. And it just was like,
you guys can have Anderson Cooper and Wolf Blitzer
24/7
on demand.
On demand.
It wasn't a huge selling point for anybody.
No, for nobody. So then let's fast forward to October 21st. Warner Brothers Discovery publicly announces that they've got a strategic review after they received an unsolicited bid from Paramount Skydance, $60 billion or $24 per share. And they said, no, that's too low.
Well, David Ellison basically forced their hands to do this. They were not,
because the stock at the time was trading significantly lower than $24 per share.
Yeah, but they weren't like shopping around for offers like this.
They were just cruising around doing their own thing.
David Ellison was like, come on, give it to me.
Yeah.
I want it. And
I'll offer you a premium.
He just kept making offers.
Yeah.
And then it forced them to be like, okay, fine, let's open this up.
So then shortly after that, Netflix joins the fray and says that it's hey, fuck that Paramount guy. We're gonna step in here and we're gonna bid for the studio and streaming business. And then in November 20th, you got the news that not only is it Paramount and Netflix gunning for Warner Brothers, you've got Comcast also, which is really surprising and stupid. Like
I hadn't heard
Comcast?
that name I hadn't heard that name in a while.
Ugh. Fucking pathetic ass Comcast. Boring ass Comcast. Get out of here, Comcast. It's like they were the stupid little old guy at the I don't know party. Excuse, I want to bid too, please.
I almost wish they bought it and just ran it into the ground.
Oh God, yeah. So yeah, November 20th. It's that they've got all three of these people. And they've got this public bidding war starting to go, and Paramount is sensing the fire nipping at its heels, so to speak. It's got Netflix and Comcast also pursuing.
Right, they kicked this whole thing off, and now
they kicked it off, and now they're screwed. And now they're like, okay, we offered you $24 a share. How about $25 a share? And they say, we'll think about it. And then December 1st, you get more bids coming from all sides, and then they get a mostly cash offer from Netflix, meaning Netflix is offering cash plus a little bit of stock. And then, last Friday, we get the news that Netflix is in exclusive talks to buy Warner Brothers Discovery's film and TV studios and their streaming assets for about $28 a share. And then the big thing that's happened in the last few days is what's it called? Paramount says we'll do $30 a share.
Yeah, but it's also a different deal because Netflix was not interested in their
TV.
Yes, those cable channels that we were talking about, where
TNT, CBS News,
CNN, where Warner Brothers themselves were trying to spin it off because they didn't want it.
Yeah.
Netflix was like, we're all good on that. In that deal, that was going to be spun off into a completely different company.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. We want to take a quick break to talk a little bit about how difficult it is to shop for certain people for the holiday season, and why you gotta we got the perfect solution for you. You know, I always struggle to shop for everybody because, frankly, everybody's difficult in my family. And that's why it's easy to just get people Aura frames.
And, we can be a little lazy sometimes.
They rock. They rock. It's the perfect gift. It's a digital photo frame. Check it out. You can upload unlimited photos and video, which is substantial. All you got to do is just download the Aura app, connect to Wi-Fi, and you can just add photos and videos to your heart's content.
You know what my favorite part is?
What?
You can preload the photos before it ships, okay?
Yeah, man.
So when you send this beautiful gift to your parents or grandma or whoever,
or your brother or sister, or your cousin,
some beautiful memories uploaded to it, and you can keep adding them from anywhere, anytime, all with just a little bit of a Wi-Fi connection.
Think about the fun you could have with that. You can freak people out.
You can personalize your gift, add a message before it arrives, share photos and videos effortlessly straight from your phone all year long.
All year long.
And there's a gift box included. Every frame comes packaged in a premium gift box with no price tag. You can't wrap togetherness, but you can frame it.
So for a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by using promo code BAYS at checkout. That's AURA, frames.com, promo code BAYS. This deal is exclusive to listeners, and frames sell out fast, so order yours now to get it in time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning us at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. And it's practically worthless, man.
Paramount's deal wants it. I don't think it is worthless because
relative to the movie studios, it's like a pittance comparatively. Larry Ellison himself said it. He values it worth like $1 or $2 a share.
Yes, but I think I'm not thinking monetarily. I'm thinking like
culturally,
in more of in a control sense. I mean, this is the company that just bought CBS, and is trying to gobble up everything. His dad and Oracle is making a play for TikTok. They clearly want to be controlling news and media and narratives. I've seen some people try to point out that a big part of this, there's like a long TikTok a woman put out. I forget her name. It's something like Dryer Dossier or whatever. People kept
I saw her.
She's basically making the point that I don't think that Paramount even wants it, because right now Paramount is trying to squeeze Warner Brothers and say, hey, come take our better deal. Her theory is that what they're trying to do is trying to put the squeeze on them so they just end up with the cable channels they want, so they can get CNN and some of these other news media things. And her thing is that they can get the deal done quicker because they want to have CNN under control before the midterm elections. I don't think that's even possible with the regulatory hurdles and all that stuff.
I mean, the Netflix, they're estimating that the approval for the Netflix bid would take 12 to 18 months.
It's going to take a long time. But I mean, look, they could still get it done before 2028 elections. And in the Wall Street Journal, they were talking about during a visit to Washington in recent days, David Ellison offered assurances to Trump administration officials that if he bought Warner, he'd make sweeping changes to CNN, a common target of President Trump's ire. People familiar with the matter said Trump has told people close to him that he wants new ownership of CNN as well as changes to CNN programming.
Hawk to a news on that thing. Man, dude.
It's
all you got to do with Trump is just make him promises. They can I'm not saying that he's lying. I'm sure I believe him when he says that, but all you got to do is tell him, just flatter him and tell him that you'll do whatever he wants and he'll make your dreams come true. It's so easy.
He can also really make your life hell, right? I mean, I think people are afraid of him using these regulatory tools he has. And did you see the truth he did about the Marjorie Taylor Greene interview at 60 Minutes?
No. Did he do that today?
No, it was
over
probably
the weekend.
Yes.
What did he say?
So it's a little long. I'll skip around because
I saw that Marjorie Taylor Greene said she feels sorry for him today, which is funny. But go on.
Interesting. I wouldn't go that far. He's also losing his touch a little bit. The only reason Marjorie Trader Brown, do you know why he calls her Marjorie Trader Brown? You would think. I would think. My first thought, like
brown noser.
No, like poop.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Brown noser.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
But so he goes, Marjorie Trader Brown, in parentheses, green turns brown under stress.
Huh?
I don't even know.
What, like a fruit or a banana?
I have no idea. The only reason Marjorie Trader Brown, green turns brown under stress.
Go on.
Went bad is that she was jilted by the President of the United States. Certainly not the first time she has been jilted. Too much work, not enough time, and her ideas are now really bad. But anyway, the most important part is he goes on to say down below, my real problem with the show, he's complaining about 60 Minutes, her interview, however, wasn't the low IQ trader. It was that the new ownership of 60 Minutes, Paramount, would allow a show like this to air.
Ooh.
They are no better than the old ownership who just paid me millions of dollars for fake reporting about your favorite president, me. Since they bought it, 60 Minutes has actually gotten worse. Oh well, far worse things can happen. P.S. I hereby demand a complete and total apology, though far too late to be meaningful, from Leslie Stahl in 60 Minutes for her incorrect and libelous statements about Hunter's laptop. President Donald J. Trump.
Jesus Christ. He didn't say thank you for your attention to this
No, he
matter?
didn't. But, so
wow, man.
He's publicly indicating like, hey, I was in favor of this. I wanted you to do me some favors.
And this is not what I had in mind.
You're letting me down.
Yeah.
You're letting me down. You're just as bad as the old shit libs
that were running the asylum before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, currently as it stands, Netflix's offer is $23.25 in cash, meaning if you're a shareholder, your shares are worth $23.25, plus you'll get $4.50 per share in Netflix stock were this deal to close. valuing the company at just about with debt. It would value the company at a little over $82.5 billion. And it's conditioned on Warner Brothers first spinning off that, like I said at the beginning, first they would have to do that split and successfully split off with Discovery Global doing all the TNT and CNN nonsense that they don't want. And yeah, they say that it would be 12 to 18 months after regulatory review. And they're walking around cock of the walk. They're acting like this is already done. They're like, yeah, it's done. We got it. They put out press releases. We all got emails.
It was crazy on Thursday. The announcement hit.
Big balls on these guys.
Obviously, we're here in LA. There's definitely been. I mean, I received numerous text messages of people very kind of depressed about this. I mean, this is just a long line in this kind of slow death march Hollywood has been doing. You know, this consolidation is nothing new. Paramount, we've covered before. This Paramount Skydance thing is itself a horrible freak show of mergers and acquisitions that should have never happened. And we've been watching Hollywood just get gobbled up. There's like 3 companies now. It's like Disney owns Fox and 20th Century and all of these studios that they've bought out.
We've got Apple, we've got Amazon, we've got Disney.
Apple and Amazon, I guess, are the last holdouts, but I think they've each bought.
They're tiny, though,
I think, and I think Amazon itself bought like MGM, and everyone's just been like gobbling up.
Yeah,
Amazon.
Studios. That's right. Amazon owns MGM, but so we have Apple, Amazon, Paramount, Disney, and then Warner Brothers, pretty much.
Yeah, and now soon to be that those are going to get subsumed.
Well, as of yesterday, like 3 days ago for you guys, yesterday for us, Paramount Skydance offers their all cash tender offer. So you might have been hearing a couple of terms out there. Tender offer is basically
you're nice about it.
I'm tendering you an offer for it's tender. You get a kiss on the neck from the CFO of the buying company. All right, everybody in line, and they come by and they give you a kiss or a lick if you taste good.
Damn, that offer was tender.
Because they are tendering you an offer for your shares, but it's called a hostile bid because what Paramount is doing is they are going around Warner Brothers board of directors and they're going straight to the shareholders because the Warner Brothers board of directors has gotten these offers, multiple of these offers, and has said, no, we don't like it. No, it's not good enough. So Paramount's going, all right, time to get hostile. We're not going to talk to you anymore. We're going to take it straight to the shareholders because our offer is more cash for their shares. Also, it is all cash. It's just straight up, hey, pretty much $30 a share for your shit. Do you want it?
The Wall Street Journal has some of Ellison's texts to David Zaslav. I guess they're from the regulatory filings. And it's just very funny to see guys like this be a little pathetic. It's almost they're chasing a girl that won't give them the time of day. Just tried calling you about new bid we have submitted. I heard you on all your concerns and believe we have addressed them in our new proposal. Please give me a call back when you can discuss in detail. And then he followed up again, including the need for strong cash value and speed to close. It would be an honor of a lifetime to be your partner and to be the owner of these iconic assets.
God, blow me, dude. This really is. It really is. We've got a couple real life successions going on. We had the Rupert Murdoch thing going on, and now we've got Ellison with Daddy's money and Daddy, got to please Daddy.
Yeah, they're not as fun. They're not as fun in real life though, because you're just watching like.
Ellison seems like he's got at least a decent relationship with his father. Hey, everybody, we want to take another quick break to talk about getting scammed and how you can avoid that.
And how Cash App's got your back.
Cash App's got your back. I think everybody's familiar with the crazy, weird scams that I've fallen for in my day, in my time on the internet. And if only there were a way to have stopped me from humiliating myself and doing that. But
But look, you don't have to be as open and honest as Ben to get scammed on the internet. It's like every day out here I'm battling texts and scam calls. It's all over the place.
Yeah, so that's why you got to get yourself Cash App. They've got built-in card security that keeps your money safe from fraud with the protections you expect. You know, the holidays are coming, and scammers are getting way, way, way more creative to trick people into sharing their payment info through methods like fake shopping sites, giveaways that are too good to be true. But Cash App's 24/7 fraud monitoring helps detect and alert you for unusual card activity should someone gain access to your card, so you can act fast if something seems off. You can lock or unlock your Cash App card instantly right in the app for extra control and peace of mind. You know, it doesn't get any easier than that, folks.
For a limited time only, new Cash App customers can use our exclusive code to earn some additional cash. For real. Just download Cash App, use our exclusive referral code, SECURE10, in your profile, send $5 to a friend within 14 days, and you'll get $10 dropped right into your account. Woo! Terms apply. That's money. That's Cash App. Cash App is a financial services platform, not a bank. Banking services provided by Cash App's bank partners. Prepaid debit cards issued by Sutton Bank, member FDIC. Promotions provided by Cash App, a Block Inc. brand. Visit cash.app/legal/podcast for full disclosures. Oh yeah, but
David Ellison with Larry.
Well, one of Murdoch's sons was aligned with him. The one who won out and wanted to continue down this conservative pathway was aligned with him. We were joking about this at dinner last night, and we were like, "It's tough to even watch because." Who do you even root for in this scenario?
It's basically Alien versus Predator. Whoever wins, we lose.
Right. It doesn't matter. Netflix wins, and it's kind of the NFC. I had a quote from, everyone was pushing that Sarandos quote.
Oh, which one? Sarando, the $6 billion. He says they'll create jobs.
No, that they're saving the business.
Oh, sure. That's what they're both saying. That's what's bullshit.
Right. So when asked if Netflix is destroying Hollywood, Ted Sarandos said, "No, we're saving Hollywood. We're in a period of transition."
No, you don't understand.
Folks grew up thinking, "I want to make movies on a gigantic screen and have strangers watch them, and to have them play in the theater for 2 months and people cry and sold out shows." It's an outdated concept.
No, people want to
not.
People want to watch them at home while browsing Twitter.
It's just so frustrating. They've taken these things we loved and destroyed them with these, these platforms that get us addicted. There's nothing.
Because Ted Sarandos hates going to the movies and sitting in those grimy ass AMC seats. He's like, why do people like this? This is gross. I'd rather be at home in my literal mansion in my private movie theater, which everybody has and wants to do also.
Everyone is obviously making the joke of like, Ted Sarandos is right. I just watched Oppenheimer at home tonight, and it was a much better experience. Like I feel like I saw it the way it was meant to be seen.
I think of when I saw Dune 2. Did you see Dune 2?
Dune 2 Guys at Once?
No, the other one. Dune 2, starring Timothée
I've seen
Chalamet.
them both, yes.
You remember that sequence where they're going after the where he and Zendaya are going after the spice production thing, the big machine.
Okay.
And there's the helicopter coming after him, and he's got to like run out in the open and expose himself so that she can get a shot off.
So curious where this is going.
It's such a great sequence, right?
Okay.
And then there's that great shot where she finally takes it down. It explodes, and then it cuts to a wide of her running along. And then in the theater, the helicopter crashing behind us or behind her was so big and felt so huge, and I was just blown away. And I couldn't wait to watch it at home. And when that same scene comes on, it just...
Oh, it's a completely different thing.
So different.
I mean, the fact that he even tries to argue this to people is just, it's a joke.
Yeah.
I remember seeing, I'm sure they've always done it. I guess I just wasn't really aware of it. But when I first became aware that, I was probably a teenager, that they put old movies into movie theaters, you know what I mean? So you could go see them.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing Jaws, and I remember seeing Raiders of the Lost Ark, movies that I had seen a bunch.
That you never got to see in theaters.
Yeah, movies, but that my parents showed me, and I saw on however big of a screen at home.
Yeah.
And you're like, this is a completely different movie. I mean, it's not just the big screen; it's the communal thing. People screaming when they're scuba diving to see the one wreck in Jaws,
the
and
guy's head. Yeah.
I mean, it's just you can't.
Yeah.
I'm not even like a huge movies guy. I don't get all like weepy about like the cinema or whatever.
Same.
It's just like it's clearly
Better, man.
a thing we love.
Yes.
And it's a communal, beautiful little thing. Don't try to tell us that. Look, these things were meant to be viewed at home.
They're meant to be viewed at home where you can be comfortable and not have to interact with anybody.
It's the same guy whose company has been telling writers like, hey, do you mind writing it so people who are scrolling on their phone can follow along?
Yeah. God damn, man. Well, so.
But all that was to say, who do you root for? Netflix, so they can do this? And I mean, I obviously don't want it to be in Paramount's hands and them just further consolidate this Ellison control of news media, and just keep pushing this insane worldview where the dad is just like, in the future, AI will be watching at all times and everyone will behave like good little boys.
You sound like what's her name? Elizabeth. What's her name? Theranos. In the future, AI will be take your Holmes. Well, so currently, Warner Brothers Discovery's board says, all right, we will review carefully Paramount's hostile takeover offer, but they did not change or withdraw their recommendation to shareholders in favor of the Netflix deal. And there's these breakup fees. Usually when you've got a really, really high stakes potential mergers like these and acquisitions like these, there's these fees that you have to pay. So if Warner Brothers walks away from Netflix to take Paramount's offer, Warner Brothers will have to pay Netflix a $2.8 billion breakup fee.
Chump change.
And if the Netflix deal collapses for other reasons, so like regulatory reasons would be one, Netflix might have to pay Warner Brothers $5.8 billion. And nothing has really changed since then. We're just waiting to hear.
Well, there's a deadline. I think it's
January 8th.
Oh, I thought Warner had till much earlier. I thought right before Christmas to decide.
I was seeing January 8th, but
interesting.
So what would Netflix gain? They would get a ton of premium IP,
which would be really good for Netflix. Netflix already knows that a thing that their users love is classic IP.
Mm-hmm.
When they were really the first streaming giant, they had a bunch of stuff on there that was just. They had no originals, so it was full of things like Friends and The Office, and people were absolutely just mad for it. And
it's finally on here,
right? And I think
Ross, they
know it would be massive for them.
Oh yeah,
I mean, and that HBO's catalog is so deep.
Oh yeah, you got Sex and the City, just to name a few. Sex and the City, Adventure Time, Final Destination, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Game of Thrones, Minecraft film rights, Turner Classic Movies, Lord of the Rings, Warner Brothers Games, Friends, the Ocean's films, Evil Dead, Mad Max, DC Comics, Harry Potter, Rick and Morty, Sopranos, among a ton of other things.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't even scratch the...
And because Netflix wants to get more into gaming, they want to get more into merchandising, they want to get more into live, streaming live stuff. So, man, I'm excited. Can you imagine the meshing of worlds? Squid Game, Harry Potter.
Oh, I mean, that's another
Squid Game.
You're joking,
Mad Max.
I haven't seen a lot of people.
I'm not joking. Squid Game Friends.
I haven't seen a lot of people talk about. I'm sure there's an AI element to this where everything is obviously heading this way. I mean, I'm sure they see real value in purchasing all this IP and using it for training data. And there's a world where, I mean, Ted Sarandos knows people don't want to go to the movie theater anymore. They want bullshit slap on the phone.
Yeah.
Why not just, like Ben said, create your own Squid Game Harry Potter?
I want woke Sopranos. Woke Squid Game Sopranos.
You can have it now. I mean, give it a few years so they could do all the training and
Lord
stuff like
of
that.
the Stranger Rings.
Lord
Squid
of
Game. Lord of the Stranger Squid Games.
Lord of the Stranger Rings,
Squid Games.
Squid Games.
Squid Games.
That's a Lord of the
And
Rings.
they're all
Stranger Things, Squid Game.
and they're all POCs.
Oh yeah, and
Everybody's
woke edition.
Yeah, woke edition. Ooh, can you imagine if we get a woke version of every show?
Harry Potter, but it's Chinese.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ni hao, Hermione. Ron, shu shong bing. I don't know how to speak Chinese. Evil Dead, Squid Games. Final Destination, Squid Games.
Yeah,
Adventure Time, Sex in the Stranger Things.
Sex in the Stranger Things.
Sex in the Stranger Things city. Can you imagine?
So
Samantha in the Upside Down? She'd be trying to suck off Vecna or whatever.
Right,
Sweetheart.
So
I'm just trying to fuck you.
They're in Hawkins, wherever. What state is it? Hawkins, Illinois,
I don't know.
or something.
Nobody knows where they are. Actually, nobody's really paying attention.
And the girls are just talking about how like it's impossible to get a good lay in Hawkins.
Yeah, no kidding. It just seems like it's just middle schoolers around here. What's her name? What's the main woman's name?
Carrie.
Carrie's like smoking a cigarette and typing on her blog because she doesn't have. Well, there's no blog. She's like typing for the newspaper.
I couldn't help but wonder.
Is Vecna into me? Oh god, this fucking sucks.
I could see a world where this is.
Of course, they have to.
Hey guys, we got to take another break to thank a sponsor of this show. It's MIZZEN and Maine.
Yeah, you know that saying, look good, feel good? Well, the problem is most dress clothes only check one of those boxes. You might look sharp, but the clothes are stiff, hot, high maintenance, which makes it hard to actually feel comfortable. That's why we're such fans of MIZZEN and Maine, because you get the best of both worlds. You know, it's you get a crisp, comfortable dress shirt you can wear every day of the week without constant washes or endless trips to the dry cleaner. That's exactly what MIZZEN and Maine delivers.
You're going to be looking good and feeling good, okay? MIZZEN and Maine makes classic menswear with performance fabric, so it's effortless to look sharp and feel great. MIZZEN and Maine actually invented the performance fabric dress shirt over 10 years ago, and since then, they've perfected it with modern fabrics.
That's exactly right.
MIZZEN and Maine shirts and pants look refined, yet they're stretchy, lightweight, moisture-wicking, wrinkle-resistant, and completely machine washable. No ironing or dry cleaning.
It's revolutionary, folks. So
it really is.
Right now, MIZZEN and Maine is offering our listeners and viewers 20% off your first purchase at mizzenandmaine.com, promo code BAYS20. That's MIZZEN, spelled MIZZEN, and Maine, MAIN.com. Promo code BAYS20 for 20% off. MIZZENandMaine.com. Promo code BAYS20. And if you'd rather shop in person, you can find MIZZEN and Maine stores in select states.
Oh, we've been talking about this for years, and all of these jokes that... Remember these tweets from 2022, 2023 of people being like, imagine the year is 2030 and everything has come true. You're watching Saved by the Bell, but every character is Jesse from Breaking Bad. And everyone, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And everyone was like, no, that sounds terrible. We don't want that. And it's all just going to be one or two mega corporations where they're like, choose your own adventure.
Choose your own adventure shit sucks. I didn't watch Bandernuts.
Or not choose your own adventure.
I didn't like that.
Choose your own adventure, but it's you're the creator.
Invent your own show. I don't want to be the creator.
Honestly, I liked it when we lived through the golden age of TV. They called it, and we got
to watch.
Sit
through commercials. Let me tell you.
Well, not if you were watching Sopranos on HBO,
or you had TiVo,
or TiVo.
Nobody even knows what TiVo was. You kids. I didn't have it because my family was like, that's expensive.
I didn't have it either.
It's expensive.
I don't know what the price was because I wasn't paying for my cable at that point. But
brother, all I know is it was pricey. It was like a rich people thing. Rich people had TiVo.
That makes sense. I mean,
you could somehow fast forward commercials. I still don't know how that works.
I think you had to record it.
Oh.
So
it was DVR.
Yes, exactly.
Well, let's talk about some of the comments from both Paramount and Netflix. Like we said, Netflix, Ted Sarandos, the co-CEO of Netflix, is saying that they're going to get about $6 billion in synergies and that they're not going to cut jobs. It's going to be good for everything.
Oh, they also said they're going
to create jobs.
They also said they're going to. Don't worry, we're going to continue releasing
Stranger Things, Squid Game.
We're going to continue releasing Warner Brothers Studios projects in the theater. They didn't say for how long. They also said
HBO Max will continue on as its own thing for the foreseeable future, they said.
Yeah, no one knows for how long. And they also said that Warner Brothers Studios, which is probably by far the most valuable, that's where they're creating these projects and everything. They're saying Warner Brothers Studios, for now, will continue to be able to sell to other networks and stuff like that. They won't have to go straight to Netflix.
Interesting.
Well, that's what Sarando says.
And so obviously everybody's talking about monopoly. Everybody is concerned that this will create a monopolistic situation wherein Netflix controls
the number 1 streamer and the number 3 streamer are now merging.
They've got, let's see how many they've got. I believe 400, just under 400 million. They would have a combined 430 million subscribers between HBO Max and Netflix currently, which puts them head and shoulders above everybody else. But so Netflix's response to that, and what they're going to argue, and they've already done this, but they're going to say, we've got plenty of competition. We've got Disney, just like we said, we've got Disney, we've got Amazon, we've got Apple, we've got Paramount, and we've also got TikTok and YouTube.
I know.
And the YouTube is actually a good argument because YouTube
YouTube eats all their lunch.
YouTube has surpassed Netflix in terms of viewing time. So they have a strong argument in that sense, but I would hope, I mean, I understand that argument, but they're categorizing TikTok as like a similar thing to.
I also don't think it's a competitive. I mean, I don't think it's a compelling argument. I mean, they all are. All of these freaks love to scream about like the free market and like leave the government out of our whatever. But they all hate competition. All of these guys are angling for the same thing: a monopoly. They just want to gobble up competition. They don't want to compete with each other. They don't want to try to create a better product.
No,
they want to buy their competitors. And then once they have it, I mean, who knows what's going to happen to your monthly price? I mean,
it's only gone up for
just
everybody.
Bring cable back at this point. Everyone was going, I'm cutting the cord. I'm going to save money. Because you can get a Netflix account for $8 at that point.
Whatever it was.
Now, if you have 3 streaming services, you're paying $95 or something.
Yeah. By the way, Netflix has already won. They're valued at as of today, $442 billion market cap. Well, I know, but it's like, why do you need? You're not big enough. You've already won. Just make good shit. Well, that's part of the reason why they want to buy it. It would lower their production costs to have this studio under their corporate umbrella. And both of them are saying that the others' offer would have increased governmental scrutiny and would take longer and is less appealing.
Yeah, but I think that the Ellison's argument is probably much more convincing on that front.
Really? Well, because the Ellison's, if Paramount does it, I think that they will have increased scrutiny because on top of the one studio absorbing another studio, that's a monopolistic kind of thing in itself. But then the media aspect of it too.
You're also thinking about it in terms of the laws applying to these people. If the laws were enforced, none of this none of this would even be happening.
Yeah.
I'm talking about it in a perspective of who's closer to the Trump administration. I would probably put that with the Ellisons. Not only that, you have, which we didn't even discuss, the people backing this Paramount deal.
Oh, dude.
3 Saudi wealth funds and
3 different ones.
3 different Saudi wealth funds and Jared Kushner's
Cushy boy.
Jared Kushner's venture firm.
Wow, that's
so Donald Trump's son-in-law is also involved and has his hands in this deal.
Plus, Larry Ellison or David Ellison's father, Larry Ellison, is a very close friend of Donald Trump. And Trump actually, when asked for comments, said neither side is my friend, referring to Netflix and Warner Brothers. Although Ted Sarandos a few months ago went to the White House and clearly slobbed on Trump's knob and thought that it was a done deal and he's a shoo-in, but puts Trump in kind of a precarious predicament because on the one hand, yeah, he's gotten jerked off by Ted Sarandos. Is it Sarandos or Sarandos? Who gives a flying fuck?
Ted Sarandos.
Ted Sarandos. And then on the other, he's got his precious son-in-law and his good friend, Larry Ellison. Number 2 richest man in the world.
You guys look crazy in completely different ways.
He loves both. He loves everybody. And he says he will weigh in. He says, I will weigh in on this, which some people are against. But I mean, the president weighing in on one of the biggest things, one of the biggest corporate mergers of all time.
Well, I mean, it's so funny because we were talking about the David Sachs thing last week and we were going.
David Sachs Squid Game.
And we were going, why are you even bothering to comment on this story to David Sachs, right?
Mm-hmm.
When the corruption is so outright in this administration, just wait and see. And then a couple days later, probably literally the day the episode came out, this Netflix thing happens and you have the president openly just talking about and weighing in on these deals. What if this was any other administration? People would be freaking out. It's just a completely different.
I just don't even know. What's the point of having anti-monopoly laws if everybody's just able to?
Well, they haven't been enforced in a very long time.
I mean, at least the European Union, because this also has to face the European Union's monopoly kind of scrutiny over there, which is its own completely separate issue.
And this isn't just to be clear, this isn't just a Trump construction.
No.
The Obama administration oversaw the total monopolization, the creation of the tech giants throughout his entire administration. I mean, so many of these deals just should have never gone through. And it's created such a weird precedent. We've talked about it so many times, but Lena Khan during Joe Biden's administration, every time they tried to enforce antitrust laws, you had people going, well, they were allowed to do it. We should be allowed to do it.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, that should have never happened. And it looks like we're such a joke.
Scroll up to under Paramount comments toward the bottom. Larry Ellison talking. The link is not in blue, but let's listen to what Mr. Larry Ellison actually has to say.
Oh, is this him on CNBC?
This is him on Squawk Box.
Yeah.
David Ellison, excuse me.
Share, all cash, $41 billion in equity that's backstopped by the Ellison family and Redbird, $54 billion in debt.
He said the equity is backed by Larry Ellison and Redbird. He conveniently leaves out the what do they call those?
The wealth funds?
The sovereign wealth funds and Kushner's fund. Continue, please.
Commitments from Citi, Bank of America, and Apollo. We have faster regulatory certainty to close, and our deal is pro-consumer, it's pro-creative talent, it's pro-competition. And we believe that when you actually, to further contextualize, our $30 in cash, $30 a share, is basically $17.6 billion in cash more than the $23 in share that they signed up.
Right. Well, you're not obviously paying. You're paying for global networks. Their deal doesn't involve paying for global networks, which are traded
about the
as
TV
public
networks,
companies, which,
right,
by the way, also figures very prominently here in trying to determine what the overall value of the respective deals are. Because there are $27.75, including obviously the stock portion of their deal, but it also includes, well, what's global networks? Is it a $2 stock? Is it a $4 stock? What do you see? Because that can go a long way in terms of at least determining why the board may have said, no, we think Netflix is superior.
So respectfully, we think that basically that's valued at $1 a share. I think if you
why
look,
$1?
So if you look at Versant and where the median of all of this is, it's about 4.5 times. You have to get to 5 times equity value or more to basically get to the, kind of $3 plus that you're claiming. But again, I think the most important.
So he said, he says that their offer they think is, it is objectively a higher value. It
is a crazy point that he just conveniently leaves out the Saudis and Jared Kushner.
Hey, gang, one more quick break. We're going to be talking about MOOMOO. as you guys are well aware, Emil and I put a lot of time, effort, and heart and soul into doing research on this show. And sometimes when we're talking about stocks and companies, you know who's right there in my pocket for when I need to do research? MOOMOO. Not only for trading, but for research. It's one of the tools that we've been using for the last 2 years. And for those unaware, they are an all-in-one trading platform trusted by us and more than 28 million users around the world. And on top of having commission-free trades on stocks and ETFs, they also give you, like I said, incredible insights into your favorite stocks, overall trends, and market behavior that we can use to craft episodes like this. On top of that, you can also check their institutional tracker, which is a handy little thing. It provides insights into how funds are allocating across sectors. From there, MOOMOO even gives you free Morningstar research, analyst ratings, premium news from Wall Street Journal and Bloomberg, and even insider trade data showing who bought how much, at what price, all before placing a single trade. And finally, by the time you are ready to buy or sell, like I mentioned earlier, they have $0 commission on stocks, ETFs, and options, free level 2 data, real-time options chains, and advanced order types if that's your thing. Other fees may apply, but Emil, why don't you tell them about the bonus?
If you want to streamline your trading, see everything you need to know in one place, and stop losing time jumping between tabs, check out MOOMOO using the QR code on screen or our link below. And for a limited time, as a thank you for trying them out, you can get up to $1,000 of NVIDIA stock as a bonus when you sign up and make a deposit with the link down below. Plus, as if that's not good enough, they'll also give you a 3% match on your initial transfer, up to a maximum of $600. So basically, you could get up to $1,600 just for signing up with the link below by December 31st.
Oh my God.
So join Ben, myself, and the 28 million other people worldwide that are already using MOOMOO every day.
MOOMOO?
It's very sad, just watching all of this, because we have nothing left. America doesn't make anything anymore. Our biggest thing, honestly, was just American cultural output, and we're just kind of selling everything off to the Saudis. I mean, every sports, they used to call it sport washing. Now it's just everything.
Did you see Dakota Johnson was just in? I don't know which city, Riyadh or wherever, talking at in front of an audience for something, and Dakota Johnson believe in the movies.
The Riyadh Comedy Festival is another one. You know, we're coming off the heels of the Riyadh Comedy Festival.
Let's see. What did she say? Oh man, it just came out, and she said, "Oh, is that it right there? Movie Magic on Instagram." She opened up during a conversation at the Red Sea Film Festival about how the American film industry right now feels grim, but Saudi Arabia has renewed her faith in the power of cinema.
Dakota, no!
I wonder what
In the States, it feels really grim. And even in the less than 24 hours that I've been here, I have a renewed faith in cinema.
Oh my God.
That's amazing to hear.
I wonder what the rest of her statement entails. But so
it probably doesn't go into the details of how much she got paid to be out there. The first comment: Saudi censors films like crazy, but you can always depend on Americans and Europeans to go there and for millions act like it's heaven. I do have to say, the money's got to be so good. The comedians after Riyadh Comedy Festival, Bill Burr did a whole profile. I forget what magazine it was, just being like, wow, I really expected it to be so different, but they're just like us. I love it here. What a special time. And it's just crazy to see.
Well,
and I know that they have pointed out that the Saudis aren't going to have board seats or anything like that, but they're buying in. You know what I mean? You're not going to be able to, the whole point is for them to be vested into all these projects, and part of the deal is you can't upset some of our benefactors, and we've created this system where we own everything. You have to be friendly to us. You have to come to our little film festival and go, Americans are really fucking it up. They really should continue to sell off all of our institutions for parts.
Paramount went on to say they're saying that they're going to be a champion of Hollywood and its talent. They would remain committed to releasing movies in theaters. And they said their main complaint was that Warner Brothers never engaged meaningfully with their 6 different proposals over the last 12 weeks. And yeah, that was the letter that they sent to Discovery CEO David Zaslav, complaining that the company had, quote, abandoned any semblance in reality of a fair transaction process to favor a leading bidder, which is an interesting thing to point out. Because clearly they really do favor Netflix for whatever reason. I don't know why. Who knows? But man, it's both of them are saying we're still going to do. Yeah, I guess if I had to, I don't know who I just wish I wish I didn't have to pick either of these as who I'm rooting for.
For me, I do think they're genuinely. No, go ahead. Zip up your pants and button them again.
Well,
what is going on?
I have my pants unbuttoned because I'm sitting down. Give me a break. Because both of them, real fast, both of them say that they're going to commit to still releasing things in theaters. I'm less inclined to believe Netflix, given their history of doing so. They will release things in theaters just under the bare minimum of requirements.
Yeah,
just
they'll
to
be
get,
like, we're releasing it in 2 theaters in New York and 1 in LA,
so that they qualify for awards season.
Yeah,
which is just like, so start some fucking movie theaters then, man. Start making money that way.
They did buy a famous
The Egyptian here in Los Angeles. Yeah, but like, all right, fine. Start do more, you sons of bitches. Jesus God, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, no, I just don't think there's a happy outcome here, because I mean, I'm obviously scared about the billionaire push to consolidate power in news media and everything. Hollywood's been gasping its last breath anyway. This is obviously just going to...
Don't say that.
It's just going to speed it all up. So if it ends up with Netflix, they don't want these cable channels anyway. Mm-hmm. It does seem like Paramount wants them. I think if Netflix ends up with Warner Brothers, Paramount's still going to end up with cable news.
Right.
And if Paramount ends up with the whole shebang, they end up with the cable news anyway, and Netflix pound sand. So either way, you're just facing a thing where when you look at these media companies, it is just, they serve the interests of a few very scary billionaires. This rightward shift in all of culture is just, I don't think in culture, I think this push, obviously the right always has tons of money behind it. It's billionaire backed. You know what's crazy? Just I was in New York for Thanksgiving. I took maybe 4 cabs, one to and from the airport, and then one on Thanksgiving because we had a bunch of food we were bringing.
Mm-hmm.
Every time there was, how they have the screens in the back?
Yeah.
There was nothing else playing except
Newsmax.
Dude, Newsmax, and what else? The Free Press. Just on loop. It's so depressing.
Yes.
And it's so...
I'd rather see Squid Game Harry Potter.
I honestly would rather see Squid Game Harry Potter than watch Barry Weiss tell me how, we're the common sense news channel. And
I thought she was CBS now.
Yeah, but she still owns
owns
the Free Press. Very much, I think she still hosts her podcast there, and still very much a figure there. But so even in New York City, they're trying to remind people we're here with the real stories.
Yeah.
Has everyone gone a little crazy for you?
That's a fun preview of things to come. Well, if you're wondering what politicians are doing about it, there is some little bit of hope, which is that it seems pretty bipartisan in certain circles, at least, that everybody's against both of these things. Elizabeth Warren said a Paramount, just in reference to the Paramount Skydance offer, a Paramount Skydance Warner Brothers merger would be a 5-alarm antitrust fire, and exactly what our anti-monopoly laws are written to prevent. The hostile bid is backed by a who's who of Trump buddies, raising serious questions about influence peddling, political favoritism, and national security risks. I mean, okay, do something about it, man. Stop it. Jesus. And then there was this anonymous letter signed by apparently some A-list filmmakers, and they made it anonymous for fear that Netflix would punish because
Right.
they're
Well, there's only so many.
they're the biggest fucking monster in town. Of course, they're gonna probably there's probably gonna be some retribution if you
And there's
if you
only
do that.
there's only so many places to take your project at this point.
Yeah.
You can go to Netflix, Disney. You know what? We talk about it a lot in the bonus. You know who reigns supreme in the time of monopolized media? Mubi, baby. It's Mubi's time to
Oh
shine.
yeah, Mubi, dude. Mubi, brother. And yeah, the WGA, the Writers Guild of America, the Teamsters Union, the Directors Guild apparently has withheld commentary. They're saying we're gonna look at both of these offers before we say anything.
It's
But
obviously very depressing. We went to dinner with a bunch of TV writers last night. It's
nobody likes this.
the sentiment poor.
Yeah.
I
mean, yeah, it is depressing, man.
I mean, it's already been such a difficult task making it in this industry.
Mhm.
Every step has made it more difficult. These are just gigantic leaps in speeding up that process. It's very scary. It's also just become a place where there's no risks taken on unknown quantities anymore. It used to be a completely different thing. You know, people used to take pride in finding new talent and bringing them to the public. Now it's just people last night were joking last night. You can't get anything made unless you're the biggest star in the world. And then
It's just Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman and The Rock. That's what Netflix is going to be. It's just Ryan Reynolds saying something cheeky to Jason Bateman, who turns and says something cheeky to The Rock, and it's all like some Santa Claus Squid Game fucking
can you name what
slop.
Can you name one more actor it could be so we could make them all the Sex and the City girls? So it's
Who else do they love currently? It's been who? Adam Sandler. Well, Adam Sandler's at least, well, no. His shit sucks too. But currently, yeah, it's just Adam Sandler, Jason Bateman. I'm so fucking sick of Jason Bateman, man.
Maybe Adam Sandler is Carrie. The Rock is
Sure.
The Rock is Samantha.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds is a bit of a Charlotte.
Fucking Ryan Reynolds, dude.
And Jason Bateman is an
ass. I just am tired of Jason Bateman, dude. This last, especially during the World Series, you've got Jason Bateman doing commercials nonstop for fucking Zootopia. There's commercials before movies when you go to the theaters involving Zootopia. So you've got his voice always around. During the Dodgers, during the World Series, they always had to stop and show, and Jason Bateman's in the crowd. Jason Bateman is here. Jason Bateman. And then he's the voice of Hyundai for radio ads for Hyundai. So Jason Bateman on the radio talking about Hyundai. And then I've got Jason Bateman this year in that fucking security, the movie where he's the bad guy. And then he's got the show where he's...
I can't even remember I don't even know what these
It was called like Bag Check or something like that. Or Carry On, I think.
I recently saw a Reddit thread that was talking about him that made me feel a little bit bad for him.
Why?
But
What?
I probably shouldn't. It's fine.
What?
Not bad for him.
That he's been an actor his whole life?
Well, so someone was ragging on they basically, it was a picture of him and they were like, I hate this fucking guy. You know, he's such a smart or whatever. And the top comment, and basically every top comment, was that he's very upfront about the fact that he grew up in a Hollywood, he was a child actor, grew up in a Hollywood bubble, and also admits himself that he's just so stupid. He's like, I don't know anything.
All right. Good for him.
I know. I
liked him in Game Night.
Apparently
Great in Game Night.
He's a good actor, but
He
apparently
is.
he talks about it a lot where he's like, I don't know anything.
And I did like him in Black Rabbit. But I'm fucking tired. I'm tired of Jason Bateman. I'm tired of Ryan Reynolds. fucking Mint Mobile and your fucking Aviation Gin and your shit with your wife and 4 movies a year, garbage ass movies on Netflix, and I'm just tired of it.
You got to get the bag, dude. Come on.
What do you mean I got to get the bag?
No, they got to.
Oh, yeah. He's worth like $600 million.
It's not enough.
Stop.
Nothing's enough.
Hang it up. What else do you need, sir?
That is, it's hard not to think about that aspect of all of this, where how much do all these guys need? I mean, does no one have any skin in the game to? What is? I think Ted Sarandos is going to make somewhere between $500 million and $1 billion or something ridiculous from this deal.
Yeah.
Do you need that? I don't.
Will Ferrell, I could swear it's his voice on a PayPal commercial on the radio, and he's kind of doing like.
I think it is. I think I've seen him in PayPal.
He's doing like a Ron Burgundy.
Why don't you ask them about the spam shit or the scam shit I'm dealing with over here?
And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, Will Ferrell is worth $200 million. Like, he's co-owner of a professional soccer league. He's set for life. Like, maybe he enjoys it. I mean,
that one I can see being hard to turn down. The commercial work
when they're like, here's $5 million
for one day.
Yeah,
come in and read the lines.
Yeah,
that one I can go. Okay, I mean, my kids are at school. I'm a little bored.
Yeah.
I'll go read the lines. $5 million.
Who am I?
Maybe
judge?
I'll buy us a house in Martha's Vineyard or something. Yeah, wherever we want. So that one kind of.
Speaking of everything being, I guess we can wrap up with this. Let's talk about the Kalshi founder down there at Everything is Monetized.
I do feel bad because there are definitely some people who comment like, the show is these episodes depress me or whatever, and I don't know what to say.
Yeah,
this is the subject matter we cover, and it's just gotten really bleak, and I really don't want it to be this way. I don't want this ultra financialized economy. I don't want this complete monopolization of everything. Watching the things we love just get sold off for parts.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I don't know how to make it like.
Yeah, it's the private equitization of everything, where their job is to swoop in, buy everything up, and then strip it down to make it lean and mean and in a profit-making machine, thereby in service of making them more money at the cost of quality.
That's a positive aspect we actually didn't touch on. We're going to create a lot of shareholder value.
And brother.
So maybe that's the aspect we met there. I feel bad. Maybe we should have talked about that up top. We're going to make a lot of people.
That's
money.
how I've been seeing. So some of these,
I'm joking, by the way.
Yeah. Some of these like venture capital, private equity assholes have been taking to Twitter talking about the working class people who stand to lose their jobs due to AI. And they're like, well, if they were smart, they would use arbitrage and take their cash and via Polymarket or Kalshi place bets to hedge against their own demise, thereby making them money. And it's like, okay, in what are they gonna find? Like, okay, what are they going to find?
Don't worry, honey. I've wagered all our destruction. I've wagered all our savings on our own destruction.
That the trucking industry is going to suffer a 30% collapse by the end of 2026. And if it does, yes, I will lose my job, but at least I'll have made a little bit of money betting on my own demise.
Jesus.
It's like it's so simplistic and so let them eat cakey to say like, oh, they can mitigate their own financial destruction by betting against it.
That's
by betting
psychotic.
Against themselves. And it's like it's like I said, like, okay, which wager do I'm a trucker. How do I do that? Where do I find this? Which wager am I do I have to be smart? What if I bet on the wrong one?
Yeah, what if I bet on the wrong one and now I've lost my job and I blew all my savings wagering on what percentage of a hit the trucking
it's
industry
your
will
fault
take?
because you should have taken the time to learn and be better about this
Had you been
because this is the economy that we've built for you, and it's your fault if you fall behind and fall by the wayside because you're too stupid to figure it out and
it's
make the money on
It's
it.
very similar to the. Speaking of them talking about the working class, did you see the Alex Karp, the Palantir guy, talking about how he is for the working class because he's making the war equipment that.
The war equipment.
Well, the argument is that mostly working class people end up joining the military, which is true. It's not something you do if you have a lot of options. That's why I have, my dad and my uncles went into the military, and so they're saying we are for the working class because we're making the war equipment that keeps them safe and stuff like that.
Brother. All right.
Brutal.
Let's listen to this fucking Kalshi guy.
Multiple times that you think prediction markets will be bigger than the stock market.
Wait, can you pause it for 1 second? This lady is
everywhere all of a sudden.
Yeah, just
I don't know.
Yeah.
What is it going to take to become $1 trillion asset class?
It's pretty much already like close to 100 billion a year of asset class, right? Like, it's pretty easy to imagine a 10x from here. Like, we haven't even started. It's been a year. I think a very large number of people care, much larger than traditional markets. And I think retail as a pie has just been growing in the US, and I think it's going to keep growing. It's growing in the stock market, but it's growing outside of the stock market. The long-term vision is to financialize everything and create a tradable asset out of any difference in opinion. And I think if you do build a general purpose exchange that can resolve differences of opinions on anything, like, the TAM is quite massive, quite a bit bigger than the current TAM of the stock market. I think putting aside sort of the retail trading and the institutional trading product, like, there's sort of this separate product, which is like, we are living in a world where, like, we have an abundance of information, but there's a lot of noise, and, like, we don't really understand what's real from what's not. And prediction markets are an antidote to that. They do a very, very good job at distilling information and surfacing truth to people. And you're seeing this sort of massive shift where, like, people are using them whenever they think about questions about the future, whenever they're debating about anything. And I think that trajectory is going to keep going.
That's certainly true.
That's a new consumer
Yeah,
habit.
but pause it for 1 second. He talks about it like these prediction markets are
accurate.
Yes, and what you see is so many examples of people posting things to Twitter when it's gotten it right and been like, wow, what did it know that the pollsters missed or whatever. There are so many situations where they've just completely whiffed it, and you just don't hear about that. It's not like they've created some modeling thing. It's just a bunch of people gambling on bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, this isn't even, we're at the point where they're not even trying to
hide it,
fake like they're contributing anything meaningful.
Oh, he flat out said the goal is to financialize everything.
Yeah. Awesome. You get the robo email that's like about how you can't make your fucking child support payments, and it's like, would you like to wager whether you can actually pay?
Would you like to gamble on if you're going to make child support? Are you trying to? Can you not afford alimony? Can you gamble on that?
You want to gamble? What are the prediction markets saying about whether or not I'll get custody of my own children?
I mean, we're joking, but
it's possible. Anything is possible.
But now you add in all of the data they're mining from everything and injecting into all these ad services they're buying up, and they go, oh, look at this poor fucker behind on alimony, just lost his job. What if we start advertising him? How he could be a big star if he just hits a parlay, dude. If he can gamble correctly on the demise of the trucking industry, which animal will go extinct next, where the next oil spill will take place, he could be living large.
Who's gonna win the new the new real life Squid Game? I like that, man. Kalshi Squid Games. Yeah, it's fun. I mean, I think the final thing we can go out on is this poor schizophrenic woman who got scared by her refrigerator. Her refrigerator showed her an ad, and it wasn't that she was hallucinating. It's that refrigerators now do show ads. You got a smart fucking refrigerator? A Pluribus ad for that new show Pluribus.
Oh, is her
displayed
name
on a Samsung smart fridge and sent a UK woman to the hospital after triggering a psychotic episode. Because click that first image, This is what the ad looks like. We're sorry we upset you, Carol. And that woman's name happens to be Carol. And the actor's name in the show is Carol. And yeah, it's...
We're just not
Can you
built
imagine?
for this era.
No. But also, god damn. I imagine buying a fucking smart... That's why I hate my PC laptop. I didn't realize this because I hadn't used a PC in like 20 years. The native, just not even on a browser, the experience on a PC now is loaded full of ads. You've got an ad. Yes. You've got ads in your like start menu. It's like, do you want to buy Uber Eats? It's just there. You click your start menu and it pops up, and then it shows you that you've got ads just in the computer. It's fucking bananas, dude.
That is crazy. That makes a MacBook
and I'm like,
worth it
whoa.
just for. I would pay a premium to not see an ad.
You probably can. It's probably like, oh, get Windows ad free, and thank God Apple hasn't done that yet. Fuck me. So in conclusion, fuck you, Ted Sarandos. Fuck you, Larry Ellison
and David Ellison.
But put me in a movie, please. Put me in a movie, please. And maybe I'll change my tune. Okay, we'll see you in the bonus episode. BenandEmil'sShow.com. Oh, let's tease it a little bit. What do we have? Autism Chow. We got Autism Chow. I'm going to talk a little bit about Hamnet. And of course, we're going to be dropping the Q&A phone number. And Tucker Carlson talks about gay people.
We got to talk, Tucker.
All right. We'll see you there.
Coming up on this week's episode of BenandEmil'sShow.com.
Fish that the tuna salad.
Fish the tuna salad.
If that ain't fish that the tuna salad.
A little bit of tomate. Small amount of tomate. In the
lettuce for crunch?
No lettuce for crunch.
I like a crunch.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of lettuce. You want some?
Hey,
I'll put it on there
it's
for you.
your curated.
And then I put on a little bit of the avocado. And then I put it on the top, honey mustard.
And if I come in...
Two kind of mustard. Honey mustard and grey poupon.
Are you guys...
And then I got a pickle on the side. And then I got a pepperoncini on the side. And I take a bite of the pepperoncini. And I take a bite of the sandwich. And it's very good.
And do you guys allow substitutions?
Yeah? What do you want?
I want a little lettuce for a crunch.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is that the one that goes dun, 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 dun,
no, that's Ants Marching.
No, we're not gonna listen to it. No,
it's J-I-M-I.
No.
We're
not doing that.
Thing,
no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Central Park is the one we want. We want the really long one.
Emil's just trying to kill time.
No,
stop.
I'm not. I actually really like.
But I don't. What do we? I don't want to listen to this. We're not doing the bonus of just fucking.
Okay. Okay, stop. Because Ben is going to freak out.
I'm freaking out, man.
You don't even want to just watch the Central Park one because that's the best version?